my opening act. Well, first of all, welcome to Las Vegas. Anyone that lives here, you probably know this is a beautiful town, right? Drinking, gambling, smoking, prostitution. Bring the kids. Have fun. But I do want to say thanks for all the guys from One Realty coming out to my show the other night. They actually paid for tickets, which is very rare. And they asked me if I would do this, and I said, yeah, what are we doing? He said, yeah, come, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, come down and say hi to a bunch of real estate people. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Vegas is open 24 hours a day. You could do this at any hour. You could even do maybe 1 o'clock would have been more appropriate. It would have been awesome. But this is great. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. They want me to start the summit out. This is very exciting. As you can tell, what a hot crowd. I mean, look at this crowd. Look at this guy. So, is that the skateboarder guy? Yeah. Boy, I had a lady ask me, are you really Carrot Top or are you an impersonator? What the fuck? A Carrot Top impersonator? How sad is that? What do you do for a living? I impersonate Carrot Top. Anyway, we're gonna get to this summit started. They said not to curse either, so I didn't fucking say it. Here we go. We're gonna get this started right now with a countdown. What are you ready to do this, Las Vegas? 10, 9. You don't know how to count, do you? You don't know how to count. 8, 7, 6. You can feel the energy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kuba! We gotta bring Kuba up. The man that's in charge of the whole thing that's probably gonna have me fired now. Good looking, Kuba, too. You're like my body double. Here you go. Look at those shoes. I'd get those if they came in men's.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Thanks, Carrot Top. Thanks, Berg. And this band is awesome, isn't it? Give it up for those guys. So, let me start this way. Opening doors is what we live by. What does that mean? Knocking on doors is knocking on new ideas. A new beginning, a new start, an opportunity with action. Every day we wake up to win, to take action with our dreams. Us, all of us, entrepreneurs, choose to make something of our thoughts, ideas, and dreams. Otherwise, it would just stay as dreams. So what's my dream? My audacious dream is to build one of the world's 10 most recognizable real estate brands in the world. With all of you. So let me just share our yesterday, our today, and our tomorrow. So our yesterday, our past. In my first full year as a realtor, I sold 30 million worth of dreams and opened doors to 111 homes. And a year later, I started Realty One Group for one main reason: to fix a broken system. So let me do the 1, 2, 3 of how we accomplished that. So when I was a top producer, my manager wasn't available and accessible when I needed them to be. Because we all know that no two transactions are alike. And at any moment, the deal can go sideways. So at Realty One, since day one, all of our managers and on-site support staff have all been non-competing. The average experience of our superstar managers is over 25 years experience. And every day, they kick butt with a smile. So can we take a moment and can I ask for all the managers and broker owners to stand up, and so we can give you guys a little bit of praise. Is that okay? Look, they're all smiling. I love it. So we understand that it's a 24/7 business, and even though we leave the office at night, and sometimes, actually most times, after 7, we're answering emails, picking up the phones, and still thinking about business because, quite frankly, nothing happens automatically. We all work day and night. No one gets paid if the transaction doesn't close, right? So number 2, On that same note, I enjoy surprises, but not when it comes to my check. You know, frankly, I call it don't F with my check, right? So at Realty One Group, since day one, our commission structure has been super, super simple. And our goal has always been to pay within 24 to 48 hours. And I think we're doing a pretty good job with that, right? Yeah. So our CFO is in the back. I told him I'm going to point him out. Somewhere in the back. There he is. So that's Dan Hart. Dan, how much in commissions did we pay out last year?
Over $350 million.
Within 24 to 48 hours. Awesome. So everybody, that's your new best buddy. That guy right there, walking away. Get him. So number 3, at Realty One Group, we lead with a you first focus. What does that mean? It's that your success matters most, and without your success, we simply don't exist. Well, I didn't feel like that when I was a top producer, and I firmly believe that as real estate professionals, that all of you are CEOs of your business. Right? You are all individually your own brand. You're not running a business within a business or a brand within a brand. It's not a powered by Realty One Group model. It's a supported by Realty One Group model. Your success matters most, period. So, 12 years ago, can't believe it's already 12 years. 12 years ago, I had a simple idea, and now we're here. And it takes my breath away that this is early days. And all of you are here because you believe in me and what we're building together and passionate about this. So I really wanted to thank you for your time, taking time out of your busy schedules and being here today. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. My parents are here and I wanna have a little bit of fun with them. So let's go back a little bit further, and I would like to share a story, my story, with all of you, if that's okay. Thank you. So quickly, because I really don't like to talk about myself, so I'm gonna move forward quickly. So first picture, my mom. So moms, our heroes and women to admire. And in general, very strong in mind, independent, and we do everything possible to empower women at Realty One Group. And at Realty One Group, we have some of the top positions held by women who have been with us for a very long time. If we could just take a moment, and if all of you can please stand up so we could all say thank you. So managers, directors, executives, broker owners, do you mind taking a step, standing up, and please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, my mom has never argued with anybody, at least not in front of me. I never experienced that. And only has cared about the wellness of others. And maybe that's where the you first focused mindset came from that we instilled within our core. She had a rare illness at 9 years old in Poland, and was in the hospital bed for 3 straight years after her spine was fused together. And this was in the 1950s, granted. Then she was inspired to become a children's nurse, and after working multiple jobs, she opened up her first business called Inch by Inch, which were a set of exercise machines that helped people with physical therapy. Next picture. That's my dad with my mom. So my father here is with us today. He's the oldest of 13, served in the Korean War, and was an auto mechanic for over 40 years, and the best darn one, I must add. He too opened a small shop for a few years, and he opened doors daily. Literally, you can't imagine how many doors he opened for for the Polish community who locked their keys in the car. So thank you for that. So as an only child, I didn't know it, but when I was grasping the experience of both parents being entrepreneurs, it's awesome to look back and reflect of how and why they did the sort of things way back when. From them, I learned hard work and that nothing happens automatically. Instinctively, we all open doors for everyone, and we don't check first who's walking through the door. I created Realty One Group to open doors instinctively for everyone. No discrimination, no prerequisites, and unfortunately, boldly, our competition has spent a lifetime categorizing people. What does today look like? What's our purpose? It's very, very clear. Our purpose is to achieve greater success faster. So we all know that we all want to make money, more money, faster, easier. Very simple, 1, 2, 3. More, faster, easier. And how? How is, we call it our formula for success, which is the 6 C's. There it is. So it's the culture, the care, the coaching, the connect, community, and commissions. So we're more than just commissions, low-paid commissions. I think we're the real deal. We're the package. So I'd like to just focus on one of the C's. It's the connect. Connect is really a combination of marketing and technology. It's how we stay connected with everybody. Today, we're unveiling several new relationships and partnerships that we formed so all of you could achieve greater success faster. By the way, at no additional cost to you. Right? It's our investment for your success. So let's review them now. So we call this our revamped One dashboard that's going to be available for everybody immediately. So as you can see, this is there's 4 main categories. We want to keep it super, super simple. Life is complicated enough, so super simple. 4 main categories up top. Business marketing, and everything that we do, we lead with business. Business marketing. So we have free CRM, free CMA. I'm going to go one by one, but quickly, and I'd like to encourage everybody to please participate in breakout sessions later today and tomorrow afternoon. So we are fortunate that the heads of all of these new agreements are here with us today. They flew in from across the nation to be here and interact with all of you intimately, one-on-one. So we have not only ListHub Local, which everybody's familiar with, but also ListHub Global, which promotes and gives exposure to all of your listings globally. As we all know, that the world is shrinking, right? It's a global economy. So in that regard, Proxio, how many folks have heard about Proxio? A few? So Proxio is a little bit different than ListHub Global because Proxio gives exposure and awareness to your business, not listings, but to your business globally. Very, very important, right? There's more and more money coming in. The outside influx of foreign capital coming into this economy, into our nation, and I think that that's just going to accelerate. And then Imprev, which is a free marketing automation. It's awesome. Business technology. Next slide. Thank you. So Zone is our own proprietary internal system. It's replacing MyRock. And we're fortunate enough that a little bit later, Tyler, the CEO of SkySlope, which all of you have been enjoying, is going to be here with and spend a little bit of time with all of you. So I'm looking forward to that personally. A free One app, free CRM, free agent websites, free transaction management system, as well as free DocuSign for everybody, Videolicious, and then a new relationship Move Easy, which is a post-relationship management tool. I love that. On the business perks, obviously we have all transaction coordinators on site. We have legal counsel. And I want to pause right there. And not only do we have non-competing branch managers and broker owners and on-site support staff, but we have a heck of a compliance team, right? And you may see it on the surface, but I want to just say thank you. But the largest department in our entire organization is actually our compliance department. So you may see a few of the fine folks in some of the offices, but there's so many more behind the scenes. And they work tirelessly. So I want to also just, for everybody to be aware of that. So we have the non-competing branch manager on-site support staff layer, then we have compliance layer, and then we have an internal legal department that is all there for you. So 3 different layers. Again, no 2 transactions are alike, and we want to make sure that everybody gets paid and for the transaction to get closed. So if you don't mind, that last, thank you. So our internal reload and referral network is only going to get better. So we're going to share with everybody, probably in the next 3 or 4 months, of what that looks like. PerkSpot, if you'd like to learn a little bit more, that's going to be a little bit later. We also have health benefits available to all of you, as well as 401k. So I think that's awesome. Which other company does that, right? No other company. Cube8, I'm excited about this. So it's our first ever, I would call it a research development team, but it's our first internal incubator, right? It's a fast moving world. And so it dawned on us that about a year ago, that every week, throughout the week, we were getting submissions and requests of how we could work with our dear professionals because they have ideas, right? How to do an open house better. If it was on a marketing side, technology side, but a little bit later, Arcadius, we call him our maniac millennial, he's going to share a little bit with everybody what that process looks like and how is that going to benefit everybody. We want to partner with all of you to bring your ideas to life. So I'm super, super excited about that. And then also advanced commissions. So business coaching is the third one that we skipped over. Burke, AKA Elvis, we call it creative coaching. He's heading up our coaching and learning development. And he's going to be sharing a little bit more about one university a little bit later. So please, again, join us in the breakout sessions later today and tomorrow to learn more. So the tomorrow, the future. I like to ask myself this simple question, always. What does the future expect from me? What does the future expect from us, from our business? So to reiterate, my audacious dream is to build one of the world's 10 most recognizable real estate brands. And how? To attract the top 10% of real estate professionals in the world. Simple. It's going to take a little bit, but the word is getting out there and momentum is building. You know, just 4 years ago, we were in 3 states. Today, we're in 18. And by the end of this year, we're going to be in 25. And not only 25 states this year, but also Canada, and which means now we could say Realty One Group International. I'm excited about that. So next year we have sights on expanding to Europe, and I'm even more excited about that. We're starting to get inquiries from Middle East, from China, from Asia, but we're going to manage our growth. And why? Because we choose to. From day one, we've been 100% debt-free, and we've been 100% debt-free since then and today. That's cool. So, but what does that mean? That not only tells us that we're stable, but it allows us to do whatever we want, when we want, how we want to do things. So I'm excited, and we're fortunate that we're still 100%. So, by the way, I wanted to share one stat, is that our run rate for this year is 50,000 closed transactions, which means nearly 18 billion in sales. I'm very, very excited about them. Thank you. So, something I'm going to mention right now that we've been working on for the past year is something that is going to be very unique in our industry. And there's really no retirement solution, no passive income or exit solution, right, within our industry. There could be multi-level marketing, you could get small residual checks from certain companies, but there is no one solid retirement solution. So I think we've got it. So I'd like to share with you a little bit. More information over the next 90 days. But Core Services is our holding company that all of our ancillary services are under, like Rock Title, Everest Escrow, our wholly owned escrow company. Our new mortgage company, actually, we're calling it Hello Mortgage. Pretty cool. It's fun. Our home warranty and 1031 exchange partnerships and property and casualty insurance is going to be in the future. All of this packaged up is under Core Services. So last year I mentioned that we were working hard to figure out how to allow everyone in the opportunity to be an owner. So we're going to take Core Services public in the next 180 days. And so here's a twist. We will distribute shares to all of you by you earning them. The earning power is tremendous. So with rewarding and praising excellence by granting shares to everyone. So if that's a goal reached by selling a certain number of homes, or a milestone reached, or a realistically achievable threshold completed, et cetera, et cetera. So more to come in the next 90 days. Stay tuned and get ready. This is very unique, super exciting. And number 3, the future is to continue keeping things simple and always focusing on you first. Recently, I was in Arizona celebrating Ron Kopas's Glendale branch, reaching 500 professionals. And about 30 of our real estate professionals individually and personally thanked me that Realty One Group exists and the simple model I created. And really, that's awesome, and that's what it's all about. So I want to thank all of you for continuing to believe in us and being our raving fans, really. So everything is about attitude, and please remember that the mind is stronger than the body. So I want to leave you with this. Don't take yourself too seriously. When it's not fun, get out, right? You got to enjoy what you're doing. Number 2, embrace and enjoy your mini escapes. To sometimes detox the brain, drain the adrenaline, and reboot. Believe in yourself, follow your passion, plan ahead and take action. More positivity. And why? Because it's okay. It's healthy. The media, people, etc. can take our energy away very easily, only if we allow it, right? Be present always. We are students for life. So be open to be inspired and inspire others as well. And last, opening doors for others opens doors for yourself. It'll impact you in more ways than you can imagine for your now and for your future. So I know we're running a little bit late and you thought I was done, but did I mention I don't like to talk about myself? But just couple more minutes. Please allow me to share with all of you how you've opened doors for me and my family. I made a promise to a special person when I was 5 years old. When I was 5, I promised my mother 3 things. Number 1, to buy her a Porsche because she learned how to drive in the United States in a mini, tiny Porsche that my father repaired at his shop in Chicago. Well, I did that. I bought her the Porsche a few years ago, even though it was used, but she enjoyed it for a few years. So I checked off the first box. Thank you. Second, to the promise that my mom asked me to make, and she repeated it in my younger years, to never put my parents in a retirement home. And interestingly, my first job at 14 was actually at a retirement home. So, well, my parents are purchasing the house right next door to our home, and believe it or not, my wife is okay that her mother-in-law is moving in next door. We have 5 children at home, and the grandparents' responsibility is to spoil them. So, the third promise, which is very special to me, was to help underprivileged children together with my mother, which includes displaced, malnourished, and abused youth. Well, today, I'm looking for Catherine. Today, I'm very proud to launch the World Hands for Youth, or the Y Foundation, because everything we do starts with the Y. And I want to hand this certificate to my mom and my father to introduce also Catherine, who is the manager of our charity. She's been with me for nearly 12 years. Employee number 6. I was employee number 12. And so I'd like to bring my mother and my father. And I'm checking off my 3rd box. Thank you. Thank you. It looks different from here, right? Please stand up if you're a mother. Please. Please stand up if you have a mother. All of you are my heroes. Thank you. Almost done. Almost done. So last thing. I'm writing my first book about opening doors in Realty One Group, and I would like to kindly ask all of you to answer 2 quick questions for me. And you could send me an email directly to me, openingdoors@Realty One Group. So I'm super excited that we could create my first book together. So 2 questions, please. How has Realty One Group opened doors for you? How have you opened doors for someone else? And I promise all of you that I'm going to read each and every one of these responses and include it in my book. So thank you, everybody, for being here today. Thank you for your time. I apologize for running a little bit late. And thank you for taking the time to acknowledge my super parents. So thank you. Enjoy.